Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Let me just get the lights turned on over here and let's see what's going on. We're just gonna do like a quick little overview, nothing really in particular. We got the beautiful Swiss Chard over here that's doing really well. Let me kind of spin this thing around for you guys so you can get a better look. We have some beautiful red one over here. We got a regular green one on this side. We have two pink ones right next to each other down there. Let me show you guys. Look at that beautiful color. And you can see the differentiation between like the red and the pink. It looks really different when you actually compare them. When it's nice and small, it's really hard to tell if it was pink or red. I'm glad I have a nice little variety right now. What do we got back there? Looks like another red one. And then we got another nice green one right here. And another, I think a pink one, I believe, right there. Might be red, kind of hard to tell. And the Swiss Chard over here is not the Swiss Chard. I mean the Bok Choy is doing really well. You may have seen other videos when I did. Now I'm doing it basically a microgreen style where it's nice and compact. I just basically dumped a bunch of seeds on top of each other and kind of threw it in here, kind of, you know, hopefully wish for the best, and it seems to be doing really well, guys. I'm sure it's really I probably put a little more seeds, you know, than I should have, but hey, listen, it's a trial and error and you got to kind of experiment to see what's the best option to do. And you can see the tomato plant is doing pretty good. It began to flower. Actually, the flowers are really small and beautiful. You can see a bunch of little flowers over here when I spin around have blossomed. Let me see if I can kind of find a nice little angle, zoom you guys in real quick. Let's see, let's turn this thing around. So you see as I'm spinning it around, all the flowers are basically opening up. And I noticed they're really small and yellow. And you can see this is a dwarf-sized tomato plant, so the flowers are much smaller than the average flower. You can see it just compared next to my finger right here, it's really tiny. And I've been kind of just coming in here and there, kind of giving the plant a little bit of a shake. Just kind of touching it here and there. Nothing too drastic, but just a little, kind of like a little tap. And hopefully get the pollen a little shaken up a little. And get the thing pollinated. I noticed a couple of these leaves have begun to kind of curl up a little bit. I left the fan going a little bit too long. I forgot to turn the timer back on. And it looks like it was a little bit too windy, mixed with a little bit of the heat over here. It wasn't the best combination, but I'm sure the plant is going to recover. As well as I added, basically, I replaced the nutrients inside over here. Well, not really replaced, more so took out, and I washed the containers out. Kind of got rid of any algae that I seen growing, and I just poured in 2 gallons of fresh water to kind of give this thing a nice little rinse, and make sure, just in case there's any like buildup on the inside and nutrient buildup, hopefully flush that system out and clean it out before I do a nutrient swap. And I'm going to be adding new nutrients in a couple of days, probably. Just let this thing run for about a day or two, maybe 3 days, something like that. And I did that last night, so probably like around Monday or so, I'll probably swap out the nutrients and show you guys how I mix that up. And the pepper plant is doing really well, guys. You can see it's bouncing back, coming back to life, basically. Let me zoom it in a little bit. You guys can see some nice little angles. And looking really good, guys. You see a lot of new growth that's coming in. I pretty much butchered this plant, unfortunately. I kind of regret doing it at this point, but it's alright, you know. It's all experiments, it's all fun. Regardless if it's good or bad, it's doing pretty well. Little algae is beginning to grow, so I'm going to wash those roots up. I'm going to make sure I put on gloves before I touch the roots. It's a good idea to not touch the roots too much with your hands, because they always have little bits of oils and, you know, particles, things like that. You don't want to get onto the root system. They're pretty finicky and sensitive. Here and there is alright, but it's probably a good idea to overall not touch the roots too much. And you see the plants are doing really well, guys. So that's pretty much what's going on right here in this container at the moment. Oh, before we go, the Swiss Chard here, after I harvested the second time, it doesn't seem to be doing too good, unfortunately. Looks like I may have to pull this one out, so we'll see. But the good thing is it'll free up some space for more plants that I have growing. So in the meantime, guys, if you liked the episode, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We'll be back soon for more. Thanks for watching.